change did you see that reminds you of?
Hard to tackle, slippery, just like slithers between defenders and just does that really well and makes avoiding tackles just look easy.
I know Nate McBride was up here the other day and he said, he'll be running, it seems like he's sideways, there's no way he can cut, and he does it anyway. Like, is there any runs like that kind of stick out in your mind?
Absolutely, I practice all the time, and it's almost every other play, so yeah, he's very talented.
How long did it take you to settle in, Eli, once you came up here? I know you'd looked around and came and visited a practice or two, but when did you really start to feel comfortable here at Georgia?
It was pretty quick with Jake and Charlie. Kind of invited me in right away to live with them, get out of the hotel I was staying at, and then they let me look for a place with some other teammates. So it wasn't long right after I got here that I felt like family, and everybody just kind of took me in.
Are you a hunter like Jake? I mean, do y'all go through that?
I deer hunt in Ohio, but it's obviously the season's during the fall, so I haven't been able to do that much lately, being so far away from home. But I do enjoy it.
Did you already know Jake and Charlie here at Tennessee, or just something you just met them when you came down here?
I met them one visit when I first got here. They came in on a Sunday, took time out of their day, which was showed a lot to me.
I'm about to say, what did that mean to you to have the two of them?
Yeah, meant a lot to me, and we just kind of took off from there. Super friendly guys, very open-minded, and took me right in, so it was awesome.
How hard was it to learn this offense? This is another pro-style offense. Is it comparable to what you were doing at Tennessee, or are there some similarities?
There's similarities across the board, and terminology was a little bit different. That kind of took me a second to adjust to. Just same words that mean different things, and along those lines. But Coach Coley and Coach Hartley, they made sure that whatever I needed, whatever extra time I needed, I could get it down.
When you're coming into a new program, and we're seeing more grad transfers and transfers, what's the important things you think to do to fit in quickly or to get acclimated to a program? Where did you prioritize, I guess?
Just work hard. Show everybody, hey, I'm going to work hard. I'm not going to come in and expect anything. Just come in and do your job every day. Don't be a problem guy. And people will look at you and say, okay, he does belong. And if you work hard at practice and go every day, you'll earn the respect of the players pretty quick.
Not to be negative, was there an injury or anything with the fumble in there? Looked like you got up a little slow or anything?
No, I'm fine.
If they hit your arm flung or something.
Did you grow up a fan of Ohio State, or what schools did you like?
I kind of grew up half my life in Indianapolis, the other half in Minster, Ohio. So growing up, I didn't really have a favorite college team. Just kind of, wanted underdog games and good games. So no, I didn't really grow up a fan of anybody.
Indianapolis, so were you a fan of Purdue or Notre Dame?
No, I was an Indianapolis Colts fan there for a while, and then the older I got, I just kind of, same thing. Wanted good games, wanted underdogs. That's how I've been my whole life. So
You're aware there's a team in South Bend
I'm
that
aware
might be coming here?
I'm aware there's a team in South Bend, yeah. But we're focused on Arkansas State right now. So
If you actually look at the history, teams don't tend to lose the week before. They don't tend to look past teams and have those upsets. Why is that? Why is there the outside world tends to focus on the scheduled outline? Why is it that players and teams are able to avoid those kind of pitfalls?
I think it's because you can't look past anybody because every team is talented and upsets happen all the time. It's happening all over college football. To take somebody lightly and then get beat, it can end the season. So I think you have to sit there and say, hey, Arkansas State's a super talented team, which they are. Not take them lightly and prep just like them you would anybody else.
There is a team that you just left that's had a couple bad losses. The assumption is that you're the luckiest or most relieved person in the world from where you went to where you are. Your reaction says that you're not going to give us anything like that.
I'm not happy at all. I grew up with those guys and played 4 years there with them, and it doesn't make me happy to see them lose, see their heart break like that. It's going to matter one game in the fall, and after it's over, those guys are still going to be my buddies for life. So I'm not happy to see them lose. I still wish them the best. Like I said, I'll accept that 1 week in the fall.
You had a injury early in your career at Tennessee that kind of sidetracked you when you look at career receptions and things like that. What was that injury earlier in your career at Tennessee? I can't remember it, and how far did that put you back as you started your career there?
I want to say it was my redshirt sophomore year. Second game, I think at Indiana State, had an ankle injury there that kept me out for 4 or 5 weeks, and never really was the same that season. And just kind of caught a little out route and came down, got tackled my ankle weird. But I don't feel any of that now, so I feel 100%.
You started your career, I think I read 205 pounds. How do you gain? I know your brother Ethan was 250. I mean, how do you put on that weight and become a college tight end when you've been a receiver all your life? Like, what do you remember doing to gain weight?
Obviously, me and my brother are built a little bit differently. He's 6'6", 250. But when I came, I was 205 pounds, played wide receiver my whole life. Got to Tennessee, they said, hey, you're going to play tight end, and you're going to do whatever it takes to put this weight on. So I remember, sometimes waking up in the middle of the night, whether setting an alarm, eating a peanut butter sandwich or something quick, drinking protein shakes 3 times a day, just any chance you can get to snack and put that weight on. And the weight room was huge too. And since I've got here, the weight staff's done nothing but help me. Same with Collier and the nutrition staff here has done nothing but help me just to put that weight on and keep that weight on and stay strong in the weight room.
Was it a battle to gain weight? I mean, was it depressing at times? Like, I just wonder. I mean, going from 205 to whatever was 239 seems like that would take a lot of.
It took a while, and it was definitely hard mentally and physically to get there. But I never really looked at my weight and said, hey, if I am 220, I'm not going to be able to perform. I always looked at it, if I'm 220, I'm still going to be able to do what everybody at 240 can. And I think the weight room helped me with that. I may not be as heavy, but I'll be just as strong as every tight end in the country. And I took that as a personal challenge.
See you later.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.